Hi, and welcome to Ian Watts Photography and Digital Art. Today we're going to be looking at two different techniques for really enhancing the amount of contrast in your photograph. One is traditional dodge and burn, and one is dodge and burn with colour. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get to it. Okay, so this is the image that we're going to be working with. It's had some basic edits in Lightroom, but this is pretty much straight out of camera. So we're going to look at a few techniques that we could use to make this pop. The first technique that we're going to look at is basic dodge and burn. Now I'm going to use a layer for that. I'm not going to use the dodge and burn tools because they're destructive, i.e. they will actually change the pixels on the layer. So I'm going to use another layer. So I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to go to Edit, Fill, and I'm going to fill it with 50% grey and then put that in overlay mode. Now what that does is basically make anything 50% grey invisible. Anything on top of that, as in darker than that, will darken the image, and anything lighter than that will lighten the image. So I've got my brush selected over here. I want my default colours, so I'm going to hit the D button, which gives me black in the foreground and white in the background, and I can press X to toggle them, which I'll be doing throughout this process. So we can start painting, and as you can see, the result is very dramatic because I've got my opacity set to 100%. So I'm going to press Command Z to undo. I'm going to take my opacity down to 10%. I could have just hit the 1 key there. 2 key takes it to 20%, 1 to 10%, 0 to 100%, but we want it at 10%. And then if I paint in black, it darkens that part of the image. And if I hit my X button and paint in white, it lightens that part of the image. Okay, so I'm going to carry on working on this image now, and we'll see what I've done at the end. Okay, so I've now got this image, and we can see the difference between the original image and the image with the dodge and burn layer on top. Quite a dramatic difference, more contrast, more pop, especially if you look in this area over here with these trees. When we put the layer on, we've really enhanced the light in that area. So we've enhanced the lightness and the darkness, but actually we can go one step further with a slightly different technique. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn that layer off, and we're going to create 2 more layers. And this time we're separating the process. We're doing the same sort of thing, but this time with colour as well, because we might want to warm some areas of the image up. This was taken on a stormy day, but a little bit of colour in the sky playing over the grass could enhance it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use blend layers for this. So our blend layers we've got, it's these top 2 sections, and all of these 5 in this section here will lighten, and all of these 5 in this section here will darken. Now we're still dodging and burning basically, so we want colour dodge on our lighten layer, and we want colour burn on our darken layer. Okay, so I'm going to start on the lighten layer, and I'm going to lighten up this piece of grass in the foreground with yellow. So you can see instantly the effect that's having. Again, we're only at 10%, but that's not only lightened it, it's warmed it up as well. Then I'm going to go to my darken layer, and we're just going to brush some colour into these darker parts of the sky, which are the parts of the sky that tend to reflect the colour. And again, I'll see you when I finish working on this piece. Okay, so we're back with our starting image. We've seen what we've accomplished with normal dodge and burn, simply changing the tonal range in the picture. And then this is what we've managed to accomplish with colour dodge and burn. We've changed the tonal range, but we've also affected the colour. So I hope you can see what potential there is for your images, and I hope you go away, try some of these techniques, maybe try both of these techniques. They can be layered up together, and basically go and have some fun. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something, and I hope you had fun. Please subscribe to my channel so that I can keep putting more of these out in the future to help your photography and your art really flourish. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.